Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Now, we've been talking a lot about judgment and criticism in these videos. And today, the truth of it is, in the previous video, we talked about we are supposed to be different. Okay, we each come with our own gifts and we are meant to be different. In some way, you are meant to shine in some way that's different to everyone else. Okay, there's something in you. So, with this video, what I wanted to talk about was what happens when we're a child and we have adults trying to make us fit in, make us be the same as the crowd, as the herd, if you want to call it that. Because it feels like a herd of sheep or a herd of cows. They all need to be the same. They're all going to the same place. So, as a child, when you're not accepted for who you are, when, adults aren't looking at you as special as what you do and who you are is unique, then you start to feel like there's a push and a pull in different directions of, I need to be that to be accepted by this adult. But at the same time, there's an anger that starts to flare up in this child because you're not being accepted for who you are. Okay, example. Say you're at school, okay, and there's so many different subjects I can pick, but let's go with maths because it seems to be the one that most kids struggle with, okay? So you're at school and you don't like maths. Let's just put it that way. You just don't like it. You don't like the subject. It's not that you find it hard. You just don't like it. And so because you don't do well in that subject, your parents are constantly putting you down. That why can't you be as good as, say, your neighbor that's brilliant at maths, okay? And they're in the same class as you. And so you're constantly being compared. The comparison already starts because judgment and criticism always comes from comparing. That you're not as good as someone else or you're not measuring up, to the rest of the herd, if you like. Okay? So what you need to, rather than, for example, you might be brilliant at music. Okay, but there's no program at school for music in your school, so you can't show off that you have this gift. You can't show off your talent in that field. Not only that, but maybe you can, but then the grown-ups in your life will look down on that as, well, you're not going to achieve anything with that. Because if you go into music, you're not going to make any money. How many people have this idea of, if you follow that career or if you pursue that, you're not going to make any money. So that's a waste of time. I find it funny because at one stage I started writing children's books, right? I think I've got 2 or 3 that I've written, and I wrote them for my daughter. It wasn't for publishing, it was just for fun. I just did them on the side. And I remember once reading that someone was saying, or that it was common knowledge, that children's books don't make any money. You make them because it's a passion, it's something that you're passionate about and you love writing children's books, but that you're not going to make any money out of it. And I can't help but think of J.K. Rowling, and I think, well, they're children's books. Harry Potter, there you go. And if she'd have listened to anyone else, we wouldn't know what Harry Potter is. So just forget what the rest of the world says. As I was growing up, if you were into tennis or any of the sports were on the side. In the 70s, you did them for fun, but they didn't support you. You couldn't buy a house with them, or you couldn't pay a mortgage off with them, or pay the bills. It was just, you got a nice trophy at the end of it. But it was more a hobby. And now, look at sports and look at what people are doing with sports and the money that's made with it. It's ridiculous. How times have changed. So Follow your voice. There's a voice inside of you that's telling you to do something. Forget what everyone else is telling you will work or won't work or isn't gonna make you money, that you're wasting your time. Forget all that. Just do what your heart is asking you to do. There's something inside of you that wants to follow a certain path. Do that. Just do it. Don't worry if, children's books don't make any money. I think that's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. Especially after Harry Potter, It's been like one of the most amazing children's books ever written. But there you go. I've enjoyed them as an adult, and I'm waiting for my little one to be able to read them so I can read them with her. But don't listen to what other people say. You just have to follow your heart. All right. Remember to click like and subscribe below for more messages, because the next message may be the one that shifts everything for you. Might be that one. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of them, all right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.